This is you, the room, and this is you, YouTubers. Pay attention, YouTubers, you fucking cunts. You stand around and watch all the opportunities go by. They sit there, oh, I'm getting ready. Bert's getting ready. Bert's getting ready. Rick's getting ready. Oh, maybe the next one. Maybe the next one. Maybe the next one. Oh, fuck, no, I'm tired now. Maybe the next one, and there comes somebody like me. Just jumps on the fucker and eats it. Maybe the next one, Ray. Once you become fearless, life becomes limitless. For the last 20 years, I've been a coach, mentor, high-performance coach to a select few that really want to be all they can be. Money's not the only thing in life, but it's the only thing anybody keeps track of. But what I give you, Brian, is the ability to have more choices. I have more, I'm just assuming I have more money than you, so I'm going to say that I have a lot more choices than you do. If you want to send your kids to a better school, if you want to be able to take care of your mother when she gets dementia, if you want to do, this all takes money, not Zen. When I took 820 bucks and turned it into 450 million in 8 years in a declining market, I realized, and kids, you're not going to believe this and understand it, it ain't that hard. It just ain't that hard. The difference between me and everybody in this room is I have no fear of anything. Now just imagine if you fucking miserable cunts died tonight. The regrets you're carrying to the grave. I wish ya, I coulda, I fucking shoulda. I tell people, one of the things that you need to do, and I'm stealing my thunder, is you need to be more selfish. You, as an individual. Because you can't love somebody or love what you're doing unless you love yourself. The biggest difference between me and the people in this room is I take responsibility for my actions. And I don't blame them on other people. And that's tough, even when I make a mistake, which is rare. But early in my career, I made a lot of them. It's being all you can be. I believe, you know, whether you don't believe in a higher power, Buddha, Allah, God, whatever you want to call it, I believe we were put on this planet however we got here, either through evolution or by somebody went like this, because we were supposed to be all we can be, and we are undeveloped. Man's greatest burden is unfulfilled potential, okay? And if anybody on this, watching this thing, can tell me that he's anywhere near his potential, I will jump off the fucking tower. I mean, with his hand on his heart and really believe it. I mean, because you're not. I mean, we have so much more within us. If you're not doing something you love and you don't have passion, that's why you're tired. That's why you need breaks on the weekend. That's why you need holiday time, because you're not doing what you love. Most people are living quiet lives of desperation. I hate to tell you, or as the Brits say, I don't like to tell you, but that's the truth. And if you think any different, you're fooling yourself. Instead of saying, I learned a lot. Who gives a shit you learned a lot in the last year? Doesn't mean a fucking thing. It's, have you done a lot, not learned a lot? Because I want you to be all you can be, not some fucking reasonable facsimile. In 2011, my wife and I were in Antarctica, renewing our vows. For most of you that don't know, Antarctica's on a mountaintop, okay? And there is a $500 million facility, scientific facility there, and the scientists came to give us presentations about global warming. And they had cores of ice that they had drilled. They had drilled 4,000 or 5,000 cores, and they only brought 15 or 20. So they're going through the second or third core, and they said 275,000 years ago, this was the temperature, blah, 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 blah. And then 55,000 years ago, the world was 2 degrees warmer Celsius than it is today. This is 2011. And I said, well, you mean the whole world? He said, yes. And the poles are only benchmarks. In the cosmos of time, it's not a fart in the wind. In the cosmos of time, of the 13.8 billion years that we've been on this miserable planet, it's not a fart in the wind. The best scenario vis-a-vis global warming is about 10 feet raising water. That's the best scenario over the next 40, 50 years. That's the best scenario. The worst scenario is about 100 feet. Well, let's just take the 10 feet. If the water on the planet is going to rise up 10 feet, that means the southern part of the United States is gone. England is gone. Most of Europe is gone. And I can go, most of Central America is gone. Okay, if that's the case, let's just take Florida, for example, which is one of the fastest growing beachfront condominiums on the planet. In the prospectus, when you invest, there should be, in the footnotes, if global warming is for real, they won't put it that way, global warming happens and water rises 10 feet, this investment you made is fuck all. Not one single investment prospectus written since 2000, this century, has alluded to global warming. Not one motherfucker. If it were really true, the banks wouldn't invest. The banks wouldn't finance. Not one motherfucking condominium. So the people that have the money, and I'm jealous of the Vice President, Gore, which Sally and I rode on a plane from South America with a few years ago. I am jealous he came up with a scam before I did. Because the financial institutions, the banks of this world know it's not going to happen. Otherwise, you couldn't get a goddamn loan in London. You know those 30, 40-year mortgages? The world will be over by then. Is Barclays Bank going to give you a motherfucking loan? With the greatest respect, ma'am, it's the greatest fraud that's been perpetrated on mankind this century.
To change your